First of all, I would like to say how sad we feel, the whole nation feels, and our friendship and our support to the families of all the victims that perished at sea. These men and these women ran away from their country and they wanted to get to the British coast. They ran away from their country because they were undergoing misery, political oppression, the absence of freedom, and they were victims of the worst of systems, which is that of traffickers. And I think that that's what's functioning, in fact, on the European ground. So I would just like to express my solidarity and compassion to the French people. But I'd also like to say very clearly that our law and order forces are mobilized day and night, not yesterday or the day before yesterday, right from the beginning. They're at the borders. And France has never had as many police officers and as many gendarmes and as many military who are mobilized to try to fight against illegal immigration at the Spanish, Italian, Belgian borders as well. And we carry on doing so. And our mobilization is total as far as our coasts are concerned. Yesterday, 1,000 departures or attempts to depart, 2/3 were avoided. And since January, 7,800 were rescued. So these men and these women, when they arrive on the coast, then it's already too late. So therefore, this morning, the Prime Minister had a meeting with, and the conclusions, in fact, will be presented. But of course, we're going to maintain this maximum presence. We're also going to carry on using drones, especially the army ones. We're going to mobilize reserves. We're going to have an extra reserves because, after all, we are going to ask for extra help from the British, because all these men and these women don't want to stay in France. We tell them that they're obviously able to do so, and there are centres in Calais and Dunkirk where they can go, but we're going to reinforce, in fact, saving them at sea. But basically, in a far stronger, we've got to develop things in a far stronger way. We've got to reinforce cooperation of Belgium, Holland, Germany, but also Britain and the Commission. So that's the decision that's been made with a series of meetings that will take place with the Home Office Minister in the next hours, in the next days, to in fact warn the people that arrive on the French ground coming from the south, as well as from the north and from the east. But we want to better integrate also the British to prevent these flows by dismantling the networks of passeurs. We've done so in the last few weeks, and I really salute our préfets. But we really must ensure a stronger European cooperation. I've always said so. France is a transit country, and we fight against these networks of criminals who use distress. But we've got to improve European cooperation. And in fact, the visit of the Prime Minister and ministers at the beginning of the week in Belgium meant that we were able to progress for sure. And we're now going to make sure that those aspects are put into operation with the countries that I've mentioned, going to reinforce